So yeah, let's talk about this EDP doc, man. I'm so excited. Low key, Rob. Before you head out, I know you said you didn't want to talk about it, but low key, if you could give me your take on it, on why you didn't want to watch it, I think that would actually be beneficial to the conversation.
Well, I just feel like it felt gross. Like,
It was very disgusting. I'm not gonna
but
lie.
not just like disgusting, like the act of making this and not selling it. Obviously, it's free, but like they are selling it because they're putting ads on it and everything, and it's on YouTube. Blah blah blah. And I know they're giving away like money to a charity or whatever, but like I feel like we've heard that before, and it's not always true. But like even aside from that, it just feels gross to like be giving these people a platform to like basically sell themselves and like even like as a cart like EDP's making himself like a cartoon character, but it still benefits him. Like it gives him visibility, gives him clout, it gives him like more screen time. And then you have all these YouTubers who like I just feel like are talentless hacks who like have nothing to do. All they do is like push drama and like like they live they their whole existence, their whole ecosystem is like a never-ending cycle of shitting on people and like I don't know, it's just like they don't offer anything constructive to the world. And I feel like this is just another iteration of that. Again, I haven't seen it. I probably will never watch it. But like having people like Keemstar on there, all these other people I'm seeing, like I don't know, it just seems like gross. It's a way for people to sell themselves to get easy PR, and yeah, I don't know. I have zero interest in watching it. I don't think I'll get anything out of it. I won't learn anything that I need to know, and I get why it's entertaining, like I do, but I feel like the cost to society is greater than the hour and a half I will waste watching it, so I'm not going to watch it.
Hmm.
And that's all I have to say. All
Yeah,
right.
I mean, I don't think you're necessarily wrong at all. Like that's kind of a big thing. Basically, it really is just kind of like pointing and laughing at the freak.
Yeah.
And
Which is
I
fine. I take issue with like it's 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 almost like he's in on the joke, and I don't like that. Like it feels like it's like you're platforming him kind of.
I
I
think
don't know, it just feels weird.
I mean probably me and Abner will get more into it because when you actually look at the content, I think that there is honestly because like this is like where I used to live in the internet. Like I used to just like consume only this type of stuff and like look at all the weird freaks of the day and yada yada. And I think
You
on
used to
first watch,
you used to consume child predators. Is that what you're saying?
not but you know what I mean. Like it would be honestly that was kind of like one of
Drama.
the big like thing. Like
YouTube
it would
drama.
be like look at this person. This person's a freak. Whether it was sexual degeneracy or like their really stupid opinions on things, or just like looking at a loser wasting their life on something. And it kind of made me think about it because I used to watch that stuff a lot, and then I actually started to think about like what I was watching. And I kind of came to like some of the same conclusions that Robbie was coming to. It's like, yeah, okay, this person's a loser, and like one because there's an audience for it, there's like an incentive for them to keep spiraling, and then two, it is like this where I think that at a certain point, like EDP kind of knows that he is a pathetic loser, and um filleting himself on camera for everybody to point and laugh at is also like part of the bit to him now, and that's like the only
And it's
way that he stays relevant. It's like, oh, you have to keep watching me, look at how much of a fucking loser I am.
yeah, and it's not that different from what he was doing before. It's just like it's almost like a pivot creative, like it's
Yeah,
like that's all he was doing even before people knew what like a piece of shit he was. He was kind of like the joke was always on him. So like it's not like he's uncomfortable with how like they're framing him. I don't know. It just feels like yeah,
yeah, I mean, you'll like, well, me and Abner will talk about it, about how like the documentary goes into it about this is this guy, this is how he got famous on the internet, this is what he started doing after he got famous, and then controversy ensues. That's like the first 20 or so minutes. and then the rest is them basically pointing a camera at him, and you do get to hear like his thought processes about this stuff. And initially there was like a point to it at first. He was like, yeah, man, I kind of am like a fuck up, but I want to get better. And he was going to therapy at one point. He realized like, I have a problem with this. This is a real problem. I'm going to go seek therapy on this. And they bring the therapist in, they talk about it. She kind of gets into like what he thinks, what she thinks he's getting into and all that. And she basically expresses like he needs therapy for like years. And then like right after they introduce her, it cuts to text saying EDP is no longer in therapy. And it literally is just like this. Sometimes it's hard to establish like a definitive timeline because there are like multiple instances of him like trying to pursue underage individuals. So it's like it's like an established pattern of behavior, and then an active participation from him to not seek help. And
You know, the one thing I will say about this documentary is that it also exposes how evil the rest of the people are.
oh
Not
yeah,
just him, because he's obviously evil, but like someone like Gideon that we'll get into, like he's evil as fuck too, but he got no repercussions because apparently, like it's just everything was just fucked up in this thing. Is what I'm
yeah,
saying.
and that's honestly like it depends on. There's like level. I don't want to. I'm gonna sound like a fucking high IQ 200 IQ individual, but like when it comes to like child molesters and child predators, there's like a level 1 like conversation of like, oh, let's just throw them all in the wood chipper. Like it's okay, cool, like yeah, great, we'll just kill everybody that is a problem. But like,
Robbie, you don't plan on watching it, right?
No.
So let me just explain the Gideon thing. So he basically got a minor to like text EDP to entrap him, and that's highly illegal, and he's not in trouble.
That's crazy.
well,
See, that's the other thing.
it's a little bit more than that. So like the chick, I'm kind of forgetting it now. Is that Sarah chick? That's the Sarah chick, right?
I guess, but at the same time, you can say whatever you want that maybe she was using him for clout. But at the same time, Gideon was like, "I'm using you to entrap this known child predator," and then the repercussions was that he was gonna kill her, EDP. Like he threatened her. Doesn't matter. Like what you guys.
Yeah,
Like,
basically he let her kind of just like on her own just talk to him. And what I believe, what I remember from the one sting is that they used material. Basically, like she was saying that Gideon would like Photoshop her head onto like women in their underwear and like send it to him. But then
Oh
like
my
she was
God,
going out of her
man.
way to like interact with him, and then like genuinely like he sent her graphic material of himself.
So fucked.
And so like
fucked, man.
basically he, in an effort to try and do this sting, fucks up badly that they can't do anything with it. And then also like this person
That's
now,
also he is also responsible for like endangering
yes,
this girl's a child. I'm
yeah, she was
assuming.
15.
Yeah, she was
Yeah,
like
I mean he's
15, so-
also guilty of that. So it's
Yeah.
like how are like you are also doing things that are just like
Yeah,
absolutely
and
horrible.
that's kind of what my thing was, but what I was trying to say was going to be leading to. It's like, yeah, people don't like child molesters, and so they want to. It's like righteous, like a righteous anger or whatever. Like they want to catch child predators. And the thing with Chris Hansen is that he was working with groups that were working directly with police. It's like cyber police forces, so that it was like a whole thing. So it's like police showed up and they were directly involved, so that when they made the arrest, it was with the assistance of the police. And there's also like certain rules that go along with that. Like, yeah, you can't.
Yeah,
like,
dude, but he's not a good guy either. He's a fucking
he's
piece
not.
of shit as well.
He's not, but it's like there's like certain standards
At
that
least-
at least somebody's
yeah,
being
at
held
least-
to.
Yeah,
They're literally
somebody-
just
they're going to
fucking
prison.
guys on the internet doing this shit. Like the one dude, Alex Rosen, who initially when they did the whole cupcake thing, like that whole video, they fucked up because they had it so that it's kind of like the same thing with Gideon. They fucked up because they had the chicks or like the people interact with him first. It needs to be the other way around. And when the dude that first broke the story, it's kind of funny. It was literally like a different sports, like crazy sports fan. So it was this dude who really loves the Ravens, and he really fucking hated EDP. And he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna like." He started looking into EDP, and he found that when he was following, he followed like 100 chicks on Instagram, and like 50 of them in their bio were like 13, 14. Like this dude has a problem. And so instead of like doing any of that shit, like trying to do it that way, they were like, nah, we're just going to we're going to make up a person to interact with him directly. And then they like throw their hands up and they're like, I don't know, like we like messed up, but we're trying our best. And it's like, you're a fucking idiot. Like don't play this game
care.
if
they
you
just wanted, they're just using it for clout.
Ultimately that would be my like, I don't know if you guys remember, maybe a year or two ago there were them like predator catching videos, and it literally was just dudes would just meet them and then just start assaulting them, and people's initial reactions were like, oh, this is tough because it's like a child molester getting beat up. And it's like, I understand people's feelings, but there's also like ways, like, are we trying, like, what's the point of laws if we're just going to do whatever we want? Like, you know what I mean? Like, there was the video the dude would like pick up a pumpkin and then like cracked it over this guy's head. And it's like, I get that he's a molester, but like, we have to call the cops. Like, I don't know. Like that's kind of the whole point of this, is it not? Or is it just you trying to like, it makes me start thinking of bad implications on them. It's like, is this just you trying to find a means to let your aggression out on like random people? So
this is what prison is for. That's why it was invented.
Yeah.
Like, it's not, this is real life, and we don't need Batman.
Yeah.
Like, we have, this is what laws are for. And like, you can say, oh, well, you know, maybe you have an issue with like how the law is and everything. It's like, okay, well, there's ways to have stuff changed and have like that. This is the whole point of how society works. There's no shortcuts to it, you know. I don't know.
I think that it's just it really is just ways to go about it. And it does kind of at a deeper level, it is more malicious.
But it doesn't serve them to do it that way, because then it doesn't make them look like the hero.
They can't be
they
the good
feel
guy.
like the big hero, good guy. Yeah, the fucking vigilante who's doing like altruist good, but it's like I don't know. It's just nobody like empowered you to do that. I don't know.
The documentary does kind of turn the camera back on these guys, and that basically does say that, because there's been like at least 3 or 4 different individuals that have tried to catch EDP on some stuff, which is not hard to like, just on the outset. Like, again, this guy is a sick individual, and he is unabashedly not ashamed of the things that he was doing. Like, he says it for the camera. Like, he says like, oh, I'm sorry. But there's a section where he basically is like, oh, like I quit doing all that stuff. I'm better, yada, yada. And then he just starts talking about getting an AI girlfriend. And he's like talking about that. And it's like, oh, haha, this is kind of funny. This is where he's letting out his like perversions. And so they're like, okay, yeah, let's see some of the things she's talking to you about. And he's like, I can't. And they're like, why?
Before you?
No. He's like, oh, why? And he's like, oh, yeah, because, we talking about role play and stuff. And they're like, oh, okay. And then he kind of just says like, yeah, I have her pretend she's like 16. And it's like, he's still doing it, but he literally justifies it. He's like, well, it's not a real person. There's no harm. And it's like, this is a person that just doesn't have like values, and doesn't think about the morals that they like live with. Like, they're just doing it because they like have no system of logic and reasoning. I don't know.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, he's a fucking funny guy. Just the way that he speaks and the way that he like just says, like, it's like weird, like such like a stream of consciousness. Like, you can kind of see he doesn't think about anything. It's like when you give him a prompt, the words that are coming out of his mouth are directly the first thing that he thinks. Like, I can't think of anything at the like he just like he was randomly scrolling on Hinge, and he shows like this chick who's like a bigger chick, and he goes, "How many kids do you think she has?" And they go through this bit where the guy keeps guessing, and he's like, "Oh, 5 kids? No, 6
Not
kids?
even close.
Not even
Not
close.
even close.
7 kids? Not even
Not
close.
even close.
8
Eight
kids?
kids. This bitch got
This chick
8
has
kids.
8 kids." And then he is funny, which I think is also one of the ways that it helps disarm people, because you think like, oh, this is like this funny,
Sick
pathetic,
guy.
yeah. But he's like, oh, he's funny, and he's like, oh yeah, he's a little. Which I think the girlfriend, they bring in his girlfriend, and I think that's the same thing. It's literally all the documentary is highlighting all the different types of people that will fail a individual that like needs help or like is not a good person. Like that chick, they bring her in and they're like, oh, like he's very sweet. Like I get to see the side of him that people don't see. And they're like, okay, but like, what about the child molesting thing or talking to the 13-year-old? And she's like, the Brian that I know would not talk to a 13-year-old. And it's like, bro,
The Jeffrey Epstein that
I was
know.
wondering
the
because
New York financier.
I saw that on Twitter about her or something, and I was wondering like how someone ends up in that situation and what she thought about it. So that's pretty depressing to hear that.
Yeah. So it literally is like she's so. Oh, I don't know if she's like. There's many ways you can go about it. You could be like, well, maybe this person is truly acting. Because this is also before he kind of like doubles down and is unabashed about his problematic behaviors, I guess might be the right way to say that. So they kind of have like this idea of like, oh, this guy's trying to like get his life back together. So is this person practicing, forgiveness, or like if people do truly can change, or is this just this person is actively being ignorant of the situation that's directly in front of her? And I think it's her being ignorant because she also would not have sex with him. And I think it's because she knows deep down in the bottom of her heart that he is a predator.
I mean, you never know. Like, she could also have her own.
That's true. That's
as
true
well.
too.
Like, you never know what's going on with people.
That's true. But that was also a funny bit. Like they were together for a while, and he was like, "Yeah, man, I still haven't had sex." Though he did have sex one time, and what did he call it? He said, "Oh, that shit was like a Brillo pad." Like, oh my god, that is crazy though. Dude had 120 grand in the bank. Was famous on YouTube, and he's like, "Yo, I still can't get bitches."
I would, dude. If I was him, I would just pay for it at that point.
See, I think the thing is that he's too like emotionally underdeveloped to pay for it. I don't know. The beginning of the doc, literally, he gets like shutted out by this girl in high school, and I think that like something like emotionally traps him there. I don't understand why. Like he specifically highlights that. He's like, this is the first girl that I ever talked to. He still remembers her name. He's like 40.
He's 35.
Yeah.
Get it right.
I mean, let's round up a little bit. But basically he had like one interaction with a woman, and then because it didn't go his way, he just fucking spiraled. That's why that's the other reason why he's all into like the red pill shit. Like he had the bitch list, and then he had like the OG list, and it was fucking the Tates, the fucking one red pill chick. There was like another one in
Pearl?
there too. Yeah, Pearl Davis.
I hate her. I hate her.
She's literally like, what if women deserve to get hit sometimes?
Yeah, like some of her, she makes good points sometimes, but then some of her other points are just like, you're you're insane.
Well, that whole industry is literally just talking to girls from Miami that are narcissistic and stuck up and then acting like that's the general female population. And it's like, oh yeah, well, it's very easy. Like it's sort of like, I don't know, like trying to dunk on an idiot and then making yourself seem smart. And it's like, well, you just dunked on an idiot. It's like, okay, cool.
Fresh
So-
and Fit was in there too.
Fresh and Fit, there you go. He was like, I love Fresh and Fit. I love the Tates. I fuck with Pearl.
Oh yeah.
And it's literally like, you know,
Donald Trump and
Donald Trump.
Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan. Well, I mean, listen, I fuck with Joe Rogan. So like, don't.
Oh, so that means you fuck with EDP. I didn't.
You know, EDP drank water too.
What?
And he's
well-
an Eagles fan. That's the
Ooh,
worst thing
fuck.
about this is that he's an Eagles fan. Like that's the thing that makes me the most mad.
Yeah.
Out of every team he could have cheered for, this fucker cheered for our team.
Did he really? In the beginning of the doc, he said,
That
"Yeah,
reminds me of a Norm.
Go
That
ahead.
reminds me of a Norm Macdonald joke about Bill Cosby. He said something about like, something about he was talking to somebody and they said, you know, it's not. It's something about the worst part of it is the hypocrisy, and Norm Macdonald's like, I think the worst part is the rape. that's what Abner just did.
Yeah.
The worst part is that he's an Eagles fan and he was cheering.
Yeah. He said, he was born in fucking Las Vegas or whatever, but he's like, when I was 6, I was watching one of the games and I liked how the logo looked angry. Oh, here you go. Actually, I'm going to hold your feet to the fire. He said his favorite wrestler is Triple H. Care to comment, Robbie?
Listen, I'll say this.
Your favorite wrestler?
Bin Laden loved anime.
Bin Laden drank water.
I think it's just like, I'm sure. Let me put it to you this way. Michael Jordan is the greatest basketball player of all time, right?
No.
I'm sure that somebody who's a terrible person who is, maybe they murdered somebody or they are a pedophile or whatever their crime is, they watched Michael Jordan play basketball and they said, that's the greatest player of all time.
Yeah, but they're not Eagles fans,
you can appreciate greatness, whether you're a good person, whether you're a medium person, whether you're a bad person. Greatness is greatness. That's all I have to say.
I will say, in defense of, I think he specifically liked Triple H because he plays the villain.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense, though. If you watch wrestling back in those days, which was the Attitude Era, you would like the villains more than the heroes. Even the heroes, like Stone Cold and The Rock, were more like anti-heroes. They weren't really like
So
Cold
you
Cut
agree
babies.
with EDP as well?
Bro,
I feel
you're in
like
the
they-
documentary as his friend. What are you talking about? His best friend's name is Jimmy. That's
my-
you.
My name, Jim. That was the other one too. His friend at the end, literally after they say all that, they bring him in for like a second. They're like, my name Jim. I'm his friend. He's my best friend. And then they literally go through the hour and a half long of him. Like they discuss everything about him and all this stuff. And the conclusion is pretty clear that this is a not right individual. But he, at the very end, is just like, nah, I don't think he did any of it. He's a good person. And like, that was it. I was like, oh my God. There's just people, man. There's just some people that I don't know. I don't know what they gain. I don't know what they gain from being so actively ignorant. It's like, you can look at, it's not even like a he said, she said. It's literally look at the public information that's available. But he also went after, like, in real time, I remember this happening back in like 2021 or whatever. After that happened, immediately after, he was just on like IG Live, still trying to like make content, and all the comments on IG would just like flame the fuck out of him. And he just kept saying it was fake. Oh, it's all fake. It's all fake. And he got caught again talking to like some underage like chicks on the internet again. And he basically just chalks it up. And his defense back then was that it was people just catfishing him. And because he knows that people are just trying to catfish them, he's just being like a sick pervert. And just like it wasn't even that he was, the idea was that he wasn't even talking to underage people anymore. He just assumed that it was
How do you
people
know
trying.
this?
Because
This
I
wasn't
was
in the
watching. I was
documentary.
watching because I was
He's
watching
just-
this shit back
yeah.
when it was happening. So like this is
Yeah.
also just like the additional like all like when Robbie was talking about all those characters that were coming in at the end or like making the cameos to like shit on the person. Like I used to watch all of those guys and all
That
all
says a
that
lot
stuff.
about you.
You know, it is what it is. I watched a lot of YouTube instead of movies or reading. I'm trying to trying to do better. Staying out of YouTube a lot, trying to read 1984 right now, vibing out some dystopia. But so yeah, it was literally like, oh, like I'm just being a pervert. I'm just like interacting with people that are just trying to catch me trying to talk to chicks that are underage, but really I know that it's not a real underage person. I'm sending you a picture of my penis because I'm a perverted individual. And it's like, oh, that's fucking gross. There's a whole section about him sending shit pics. He loves sending
Dude, that was
shit
the
pics.
worst. That's disturbing. That's disgusting.
Like to people he likes, to
And
people
the
he
fa-
doesn't
and the
like. The documentary
fact that he's
dude
an
was
Eagles
like,
fan,
he
that
will
really
not
hurt.
stop sending me pictures of his shits.
I know someone like that.
Is it Jimmy?
No, but he knows.
Why?
Uh,
We're
Listen-
not going to put him on blast
listen,
right now. But
listen.
it's-
I'm
I don't
not
know.
going to put him on
Says a
blast
lot.
either. But it's about the frequency. It's about the frequency which EDP was doing it. Like
That's true.
at a certain point, the documentary dude was like, he won't stop sending me pictures. So like, it is just like it just keeps. There's certain conclusions that I just keep coming to where I was like, this is just a not well person who is almost pleased with himself on how sick he is. Like he was talking about one time, he broke up with his girlfriend, so he was like, oh yeah, it's whatever. I'm about to buy a fleshlight, and then he was like, oh, I'm
No,
about
that
to
was
take it.
during. That was
Oh, it was
during the
during?
relationship.
He was
Yeah.
like, oh, I'm gonna take it to work with me, and then
He has a job.
he does.
Yeah, it's two.
He has two jobs. He's a pathetic loser, basically. So
What?
he works 20-hour days.
And also,
he
he
can
has
barely
like a
afford to
condition.
live.
How does he have
He has-
time for a fucking documentary then?
Because
I
they
don't
were
know,
filming
but
it
he,
over the course of 2 years, so they can find time.
but also, he also has what's it called? He has
Kidney
some kind
failure.
of condition, or yeah, he has something
Late
wrong with him
stage
where
kidney failure.
yeah. So basically, what the doctor told him was, you have to lose 100 pounds, and we can give you
New kidneys.
Ozempic or something?
yeah, we can give you like a treatment so you don't die. And he said, nah, fuck that. Dialysis
that.
every 2 weeks of the 2 days out of the week it is for me.
Mm-hmm.
All he has to do is lose 100 pounds, and they can give him like a surgery that will hit, like, basically save his life. And he said, nah, fuck it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's where 445 comes from. His weight at the time when he made the YouTube channel was 400. He was 445 pounds.
Yeah, so he was
Crazy
about.
number.
He said he got out of high school and he made it. So
Mm-hmm.
he made his account during like 2010. So he was like 45 pounds when he was like 19, 20. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, there were no signs.
no
No signs.
There were no signs. There were no signs. Yeah, but he would talk about like, oh yeah, I'm bringing this fleshlight to work, and then he starts talking about this is all just like a 2-minute just like stream of consciousness. He probably got. I don't even think he got prompted. I think he just. I think one of the things they talk about in prison interrogations is like if you just don't say anything, or if you just like pause every time you like ask a question or get an answer, they'll just keep giving you shit. And so he's like, yeah, I'm gonna take it to work. Sometimes I beat my meat at work. One time, I was working security at Walmart, and I went into the bathroom to
Walgreens
to
Get it right,
beat my
get it right.
shit. And then he goes, it was the woman's bathroom. And I was like, oh my God.
That's a crime, I'm pretty sure.
It is. Well, he also was like, yeah, I went in there specifically because there would be women in there. And it made it more.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And like, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's like conclusions you keep getting wrong. This is a person that is like not only weird and perverted and yada yada, but he like gets off on it.
Yeah.
And so
What are his jobs? Like,
he has
has
only
a job?
worked security, which is very funny when you have a dude that can't sprint as security.
Yeah.
Like that's what I said in the group chat when I said EDP is the dude from Big Fan if he didn't get involved in any of the pedo stuff. Because it's literally just this dude who just works security, like stands around at places, and that's it.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I mean, we basically just told you the whole plot of the documentary. So yeah, you do not need to watch it at
And
all.
I won't. And I won't.
And I do think that there is conversations to be had about any of this stuff. Like, you know, is it like even if you make it for entertainment, you are by proxy supporting a terrible person like this.
They're like doing exploitation, basically.
Yeah, and I mean, some
They're
people
exploiting a terrible situation
yeah,
and like trauma to like get views. And like, yeah, they can say, okay, we're gonna donate the profits, blah 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 blah. But like, the part that like it's not like this is not like an altruist thing they're doing. Like they get something out of it.
yeah,
They get clout and eyes. That's the most important thing for like their profession. So
yeah. But I mean, okay? So, but at the same time, like, can you just not like where? Like people
There's
make
a
content
line.
about
So,
World
like,
War
you
II. People make content about
Right,
serial killers.
right,
People make content about lots of terrible things. So
right.
why should that stop them?
I agree. Like, so that's the thing. There is a very fine line, and like you could even say like, "Hey, I enjoy it anyway." Like a lot of this like Netflix true crime stuff, you can make an argument like some of that stuff is a little bit exploitative, but like it's so entertaining, you know what I mean? And I
Mhm.
like that stuff. But I think the line for me is like how involved he is and how much it seems like I feel as though like he's getting something out of this, even if it's not intentionally. Like I don't like that. I feel like he's getting something out of this, and honestly, that like all these random people are like getting something out of it. It just feels like weird. It just feels gross to me.
I think it was when they got the randoms involved. Some of them, it was just like the YouTubers that did cover him over the years. So I think it was more like how they did like Dark Side of the Ring, kind of like voices, like talking heads of the time. But then I think there was almost like an artistic point he was making when he had like all the other, like lol cows is what you would call them, like the other dregs of YouTube and the internet, like fucking Wings of Redemption, Boogie, fucking Chris Chan, like all them guys also being like, "Fuck this guy." It's like,
isn't Keemstar like also a pervert?
No.
Not
His
in the same way.
girlfriend,
Jimmy would say that.
his girlfriend is like really young for him. So like, I think she's like 19, 20, and he's like 40.
He's also just a piece of shit. Aside from that,
yeah, he's not
like,
a likable person. No.
That's also like basically the same thing. Like she's like 20 years younger. And
I wouldn't say the same.
I don't know.
Thing.
I would say it's
but
like
I mean, it's
basically
not
the same
great.
thing.
It's not
basically
great.
the same thing.
It's not.
Is he an Eagles fan?
It's not.
Is he an
It's
Eagles
not
fan?
great.
It's not the
Is
same
Keemstar
thing.
an Eagles fan?
I would say actually, when I was talking about when he has like no morals or values, I think that's exactly like if you asked him, like he poses in the documentary, he says, "Why did we decide to make 18 a legal age of consent?" And it's like, well, there's obviously, yeah, it's you fucking graduate high school. There's a certain level of education. We allow you to vote. There's a certain responsibility to society. Like he very easily could have thought that out, but I think he actively chooses to like not. You know,
he's being ignorant on purpose.
Like,
That's like who he is as a
Yeah.
person. That's always how he's been.
Mhm.
He's fucking ignorant. I don't know.
But
it's almost like not surprising that he's a fucking piece of shit.
But I think it's also too like even the YouTubers that were doing the commentaries, they've all been. I think that's actually a good point, Abner. It's like no matter who you are on the internet, you have some type of stigma or controversy or some reason to not like you. Like Keemstar has his shit, Mudahar has his like things. Like all these people have something that makes them unlikable, and then some of them are just a lot worse than others. Like Chris Chan having sex with his
Okay,
mom.
what I learned about Christian today, that was insane. Like I couldn't believe my eyes or what I
Krista
saw.
Weston Chandler.
I just, dude, I when
That's
my
another
friend
rabbit
told
hole to
us
go down.
what
I'm gonna
he
pretend I
what
know so that you don't tell me.
Oh, I already
what
gave the bit away.
yeah, what he told us, I just can't believe that shit, dude. And he's over here commenting on 80. Like,
Well, that's
take
what I'm
care of your
saying.
own
That
shit,
was
bro.
like the point. And then when they brought in, if you go to watch the other video that that guy has on his channel, Boogie, uh, on his tag it says cancer survivor. There was a whole thing on the internet recently, like 2 years ago, where he
Yeah.
lied about having cancer, like to the internet, and kept trying to
All
double
right,
and
but
triple down.
that's not as
So,
bad as fucking
oh, it's
trying
not,
to fuck it.
but
It's pretty
Yeah,
bad
that's
though.
like the whole point. It's
yeah.
like all these people on the internet are
What
like
about Oompa Loompa? Is he bad,
Oompaville
Jimmy?
is not. I mean, I think people might. I think he's conservative. I think that's why people don't like him. Um, he's just another YouTube like commentator. But I think that him and EDP have had like beef before. That's why he tells him to kill himself.
Yeah,
And that's why
that was
Oompaville is like,
funny.
if I see him, and that's why EDP was like, if I see him, I'm a fucking elbow him. Because I
He
think those
hates
people
he
have
hates
had
moist
beef.
he hates moist critical. He's like,
Yeah.
this guy looks like he hasn't wiped his ass ever.
Yeah,
That's
he's
funny coming from him.
yeah.
I know.
He's probably another one too. He made a lot of videos about EDP before. Like all them guys, like a lot of the commentators, they'll just say that shit. They'll talk about what happened at the time, and they were like, "Yeah, this guy's a fucking freak." And obviously, EDP's like, "Fuck you. I'm not a freak. I'm whatever." He's a victim.
See, like,
He
if he
hates
were
the
that
people that talk about it.
self-aware, you would think he would be like, "Oh, I don't even blame them for that." Like, doesn't he try and say like, "Oh, I know I'm a freak," like blah 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 blah, and
Dude,
it's like,
the stuff he was just saying out loud to like
It
the
is crazy.
commentator. Yeah, like he was like, I just want to fuck a girl's innocence away. Like, yo,
Yeah.
what,
yeah,
like
it's
what
just
the
fuck.
Or just like
what the
he
fuck is
goes,
wrong with you?
he just says like random shit where he's like, yo, like he actually does the bit. He goes, I'm not actually a pedophile because I don't like prepubescent children. I like them with big yitties. And it's like, Jesus.
Dude, it doesn't matter if they have big eaties. Like, you're still a pedophile, you
Yeah.
weirdo.
And it's like,
That
oh
just sounded wrong what I said, but you know what I
yeah,
was
it's
trying
like,
to
oh,
say.
okay. I'm pretty sure we're okay with us speaking pretty colloquially about the colloquial use of the fucking word. You know what we mean. And
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, he's like, yeah, when a chick's got some like big yitties and you look at her and she says 16, 17, you're like, man, like, And it's like, Jesus. Also, the big thing he did talk about was his porn addiction. And I think that also plays a, they
I
like
just think
briefly hint on it, but that's also like a big deal. Like
I
that's,
just I
Yeah,
just think he just didn't know how to cope with rejection, and this is how it went down. But he's still a pedophile. It doesn't matter what like excuses anybody makes for him. He's still a pedophile and should be in jail.
yeah.
yeah. And
Like he should still.
they do
Also, all
say
these
that,
things go hand in hand. Like, it's not like
yeah.
he got a porn addiction in a vacuum and then like became fat. Like, he was a fat, and like, this is not like to demonize people that are big, but I'm just saying, like, obviously he's like 400 pounds at 19. That's something is wrong. Like, that's too big.
Mm-hmm.
So like, you have that going on. Like, you're probably not socialized. Like, he's a guy who's his thing when he first became like quote unquote famous was like he's a guy who's like obsessed with the Eagles, and he's a weird guy who like says like funny shit that's like we're laughing at him kind of.
Yeah.
So like, obviously it seems clear like he wasn't socially like he wasn't a social butterfly or anything. It's almost like you would almost expect he would have something like that, like a porn addiction. Like it's almost like a foregone conclusion. You know what I mean? It's like these things all go hand in hand together. It's ultimately it's like you can have like things going on with you, but like everyone has the ability to like control. They're not passengers watching their life happen. They have full responsibility and accountability of what their life is. So like you can say like okay, there's all these things wrong, but like he it's your life, dude. Like you can like do something about it, you know? And it just he's a fucking piece of shit that wants to fucking I think he just is doing what he knows how to do, which is be a fucking troll and be a fucking cartoon for people so they can laugh at him, but then he gets views and he gets like publicity, and that is really the thing that about the documentary that it doesn't sit right with me. It felt like for a long time it was almost like he was kind of like forgotten, and this has thrust him back into the limelight, and he's kind of like a thing. Even if it's just like 5 minutes of fame, it's like I don't like that he's getting something out of this. This is kind of gross. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't know. I don't want to keep circling the drain. Do you think we kind of beat this dead horse?
No, because we didn't talk about Chris Hansen in the documentary.
What do you want to talk about? He does basically come in and he's like, "Yo, everybody else besides me is fucking stupid. I hate these guys."
Yeah, he basically shits on the vigilantes. And speaking of the vigilante guys, like, I mean, talk about a bunch of scumbags themselves. Like everyone, I don't know about the documentary crew, but everyone in this documentary is a scumbag. And it's like it to me just sends a bad message that only scumbags will do get scumbags. And that's not true. Like there should be good people out there doing this, but like they don't even do it right. Like Gideon's out here getting a fucking minor to do it. What the fuck is wrong with you? You know this guy's a predator, and you're like, yo, let me get like this 15-year-old girl to message him. Like, if I was her, I'd fucking sue Gideon. Fuck it.
Well, that was the whole bit. She said she said that she basically is alleging that he fucking he basically fucked that for her and like reporting it to the police and all that because he went out of his way to not get the negative PR and bury the story. And then like there's a whole section about what she alleges that he specifically did. And like basically because his name got tainted in it, he completely like left that whole avenue of YouTube. Like before that, he kind of did like public pranks and like all that shit. And once he started with that, he basically disappeared from that whole section and then became like really into Christianity, basically. And so like he was burying anything to do with this and like like getting there's like other people that came out about him, and she's alleging that they would get them like fired from their jobs and like doing all this shit just trying to like fuck with her and like anybody that's involved in anything that with him and this situation. Uh, yeah, Gideon does not look good in this at all. There's this dude Skeeter Jean who tries to be Chris Hansen basically, and Chris Hansen's like, yeah, this guy's a fucking goof.
Yeah, Chris Hansen's like, this guy's an idiot. Like,
yeah,
basically Chris Hansen says, like, I do it, but I do it with the authorities. So like there is repercussions for the actions of these people. These guys just go there and it's just amateur. Like you can't entrap people because if you do that, these people won't get the justice and the punishment they deserve. That's why a lot of those remember like I guess a year or two ago, like people were like going around catching pedophiles and like the pedophiles wouldn't get arrested because you
yeah.
guys were basically entrapping them, and they're like,
It's
yeah,
just
no,
amateur hour. Yeah, that and
yeah,
also when you like go in and then It's just the way that they go
There's a
about it.
reason that that's not the way the police do it.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know?
It's almost like they don't do that specifically for that reason.
Yeah.
And
It's
like
also
just
fun. It's also funny, Chris Hansen, like the timing of this, with like the movie coming out about how like he sucks.
Yeah.
Literally, like there's trailers for it every day.
Like
And
he kept trying.
he's
What if he
on-
kept
he's
trying to
just
like
on
keep
this.
making? They stopped To Catch a Predator, and then he kept like trying to remake it, and then just like not paid anybody, right?
Dude,
Well,
he's
I think
still. I think he's still
Yeah.
try. Like
yeah,
every
he has
couple
his
of years he tries to do it
his,
again.
his YouTube channel. He has a lot of videos, but I think the first one, To Catch a Predator, I think that one stopped because of that DA that killed himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they did
That's why.
that. They dropped that, and then I think afterwards he still kept because he saw that there was like money and views in it on like a television level. I'm pretty sure he kept just trying to do it, but he I forget what happened. It just like wasn't popular or something, and he kept like not paying people, and I think he got sued and like arrested for it.
Hmm.
But yeah, he was on Tubi. Oh, True Blue. I'm
I,
so sorry.
he's
Somehow
gonna be
worse.
on he's gonna be on what's it called? He's gonna be on a movie screen soon, played by Robert Pattinson.
Baba
So,
Yeah.
Pattinson. What do we Baba
oh, dude,
Pattinson?
you know what was the worst thing about the documentary besides the
EDP.
Predator? Yeah,
And the Eagles. And the Eagles.
him being the Eagles fan is really number one, honestly. But the worst thing was they would show him shitting, like they would show him on the toilet,
That's
and I'm
true.
like,
That was the
bro,
craziest thing.
there is no reason
He
for
does
this
the
to be a
Peter
thing.
Griffin. He does the Peter Griffin where he takes his shirt off and there's so much fat that you don't have to actually censor anything.
I'm just like, dude, this is fucking disgusting. Stop showing this. Like, what the fuck is like? Why are you
Listen,
showing this?
if they had to get all of the fecal matter that EDP sent to them, you gotta at least show. You gotta tell somebody.
They also brought in like a random like
They-
psychologist, and he was like, yeah, there's a reason this guy doesn't get girls,
yeah.
and it's because he keeps doing this shit. Like, and then also when he finally got a girlfriend, the fact that he broke up with her, and I'm thinking about something, like, bro, who else do you have? Like, what else would you get?
Yeah,
Like,
he
this is
he
the
really
best.
said, "Yo, she's annoying." When they introduced, she's like, "Yeah, she gets me. She's so cool. She's so sweet. She's so nice." And then they broke up, and he's like, "Yeah, she was annoying as fuck."
Yeah, granted, she wasn't having sex with them, and I guess for a lot of guys, like after a year, it's like, all right.
Yeah,
But
annoying as
EDP,
fuck.
EDP, like, what are we doing here, bro? Like, this is a person that actually is going out with you after your allegations, after, not before,
Is actively
after.
aware. Not only is it like
Yes,
indifferent, she's aware and is ignoring.
yeah. So, what are you doing? What are you doing? Like, this is the best it's ever gonna get for you. Just take it in stride. I don't know, but like he was like, no, like she's annoying. I'm breaking up with her, and now he has an AI girlfriend who's I think she was Asian. I think he made her Asian.
Well, he
And
was saying you could make her anything, but specifically he was showing like he's like, "Yo, yeah, you could generate. You could type in whatever and she'll generate whatever." And so I think it
and
was like just this like light skin, I think, with like big yitties and like in
it was just
lingerie.
it
And
was
he's
just
like,
the
yeah,
strangest
you can
thing.
tell them to do whatever, and they'll generate with the titties out. And it's like, oh my god, somebody's life. This is somebody's life.
That's his
That
life.
AI shit is gonna create so many fucking just awful people, man.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where it's all going. I think there's gonna be a bubble that's gonna fucking pop because nobody's. How are we generating revenue from this? Are you supposed to make money from this plugging? It's low key. My AI theory is that the government is using this to like generate futuristic weapons or something. Like, there's no way that we're like so many people are just asking how to make I don't know, how to cook a chicken breast or something. Like, I don't know how people make money.
What the fuck are you
I
talking
think
about?
they probably get a lot of like data out of it.
I guess.
But you're probably right. It probably is like government subsidy
Like,
and all
they're
that.
building giant facilities to run these AI data centers, And there's no way that the civilian applications or even business applications of AI could meet why we have to turn the entire state of Utah into one big data center. Like there has to be something more.
They're just competing with China. They're just trying to.
What?
They're afraid of what China's going to use all.
Which
the data
I can
for.
understand that. I understand that to an extent it is just trying to keep up with the Joneses of everybody else because you don't want to have another country have the advantage. But like that's what I'm thinking of.
It's the Cold War all over again.
Like we're thinking about. Like we're plugging AI into math questions that we can't answer for hundreds of years, and then it just does it. Like the computing power and yada yada.
I wanted to talk about the end of the documentary too, because he literally is in a jumpsuit, like a prison jumpsuit, and he's digging a hole, and then he's laying in the hole, and it's like, what the fuck? What is this? What is the message behind this?
Oh, also they played Creep, didn't they?
Yeah, they played Creep at the end.
So that makes I'm with now, Abner. That is the worst part. How dare they? How dare they?
It's the Eagles. It's the Eagles.
How dare they fucking use that song in admittedly such a, oh my god. It made me so mad when I saw that.
They also did have a specialized version of the song. It wasn't like the one from the movie.
I know, but it doesn't matter. It's like
it did that. It just this the document. I don't know.
Don't use it like that.
It's gross. The fact that this documentary came out and it's the audacity he has to just gloat about everything.
That's what I'm saying. That's part of the bit is that he realizes that the way he can get it's like he's getting negative attention. He doesn't care if he's getting positive or negative because he's getting attention. So at a certain point he just developed this character, might be the right word. Yeah. But I think it is his real he is being real, where he just doesn't care that people see him as this pathetic thing, and I will play the jester and have everybody point and laugh at me because I don't care because you're still looking and laughing at me. You're giving me attention, basically.
Dude, let's talk about Jimmy.
Jimmy.
Let's talk about Jimmy.
Okay.
Why were you in the documentary?
Jimmy, I'm glad you're here today. We have some things to discuss with you.
Yes. Take a seat.
Exhibit A. No.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying too. It's there are just individuals that will purposefully be ignorant and support somebody just because they don't want to face the elephant in the room.
The worst thing Jimmy said was that he would leave his kids around EDP.
Yes. Oh my god.
What the fuck are you talking to?
There was a whole section that I will say, actually, Robbie, you hit the nail on the head so much. And now that I think about it, there is a specific section where they bring in a kid to sit next to EDP on his bed.
My god, dude! Yeah, there was a kid on the bed,
and they're like, oh, we have a parental supervision and consent to do this, and because EDP basically says oh, I love kids, yada
but
yada.
Why? What do they get out of it? What's the point?
I think the point is that
shock.
Yeah. Because it was the kid is just sitting there.
That tells me everything. That tells me everything I need to know about this filming.
Yeah, I think that's a big. When I looked at it, it was more. When I first saw it, I was more like, "What? I can't believe they're fucking putting a kid in a room with this guy, and then just having him on, just sitting there interacting on camera. This is fucking crazy." I think that perfectly the critiques that you have now perfectly kind of. I don't even know what the point of that was. The point of that was to I don't know, make him seem normal. What was the point? Did you think, Abner? What?
I think the point of it was that this fucking whole thing is a sham, and that the fact that any adult knowing what EDP has done, you can say he didn't didn't actually have sexual relations with a minor, but the fact that he was willingly going to do it. Another thing we didn't mention in this documentary is the fact that when he was messaging the first girl, he actually acknowledged that it was wrong. Like he
Yeah.
acknowledged himself that
Yeah.
it was wrong what he was doing and that he shouldn't do this. But he still proceeded to do it. He said, I would block her and then I would unblock her and keep texting her, unblock her and
Hmm.
keep texting her. And I'm like, dude, you're acknowledging that you're doing something wrong and then you still fucking did it. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, they
And
talk about that. He was
then the worst part is they kind of glossed over it. They didn't like talk about it more. Once he said that, they didn't talk about it at all. And I'm like,
no, you know what it really was though. The thing. Unfortunately, he keeps fucking being funny. He was like, nah, I wasn't gonna do it, and he had blocked her, and then when he unblocked her, she said like, I was making cupcakes for you, like I was gonna give you a cupcake, and then he was like, fuck, I gotta get this cupcake now. Like they fucking lured this fat ass to fucking go talk to this kid because he was gonna get a cupcake.
That is fucking bullshit, man. I think I remember when he would say that, like that was the excuse. Like, oh, he was just there for the cupcake.
Yeah,
Like, bro, you can go to fucking Acme. You can go to the Giant, man.
yeah.
Go to the grocery store. There's fucking cupcakes there. Why do you have to go get it from a fucking child?
or make it make it yourself, buddy. It's not that
He's not
hard.
doing that.
I will
Actually,
say
it would be easier if he just door dashed cupcakes. If he really fucking wanted them.
the other way
He was making plenty of money at the time.
the way he
Yeah,
fucking
like the fact
self-relates, man. They pull
the
up to
fact
the
that
apartment that he got caught at the Sting for the
yeah,
documentary.
in the documentary, he just like reenacts what was going on, and I'm like,
They go to the
brother,
same location. It's crazy.
yeah, like it's just, dude, this is such a it's such a bad look for everyone involved,
It's actually
and
it
like,
is making so much sense now. But unfortunately now that's gonna like the video got age restricted on YouTube. And so now they're doing the YouTuber thing where YouTube is limiting my content. And
I wonder
then
why.
people
Who
are
is?
YouTube age restricted the video. And
Uh,
so in the comments he said YouTube is severely limiting the visibility of this film. Please consider sharing for awareness. And they're
oh
doing
my
like
god,
the YouTuber
dude, this
thing
guy's a
of
fucking loser. I hate this guy.
Yeah, it's
This
a
sounds like
documentary guy, right?
he's using every fucking gimmick that these fucking talentless fucking hacks have at their disposal. Like, you think EDP would fucking agree to do like an hour this long ass interview and say all the shit he said if he wasn't getting something out of it? Like, it's just
I don't
I just don't I don't know.
I don't think he actually is getting anything out of it though. I think that's kind of like
But
like
he is
He's getting fame.
he
He's
is
getting
yes.
he's
famous.
already famous
getting-
though. He's already
But
But
he's
famous.
getting
and
no,
it's
he was.
infamy.
People were super not care. They super didn't care about him anymore. He was totally forgotten.
And now people are gonna care about him. Then there's gonna be a bunch of fucking weirdos that will agree with what he's
Absolutely.
saying too.
Yes,
And that's
absolutely.
probably the worst thing. Like there's gonna be weirdos that agree with them, and now they'll have a voice because this guy is in a documentary saying this stuff, and they're gonna be like, "Oh yeah, why is the age of consent 18? How about you fucking die? How about that? How about you die? Like the fuck is wrong with people?
It doesn't matter how big the audience is.
It's the fact there is one.
He can. Yeah.
I don't know, because then we get to the same thing. Like
be
if you
able
make
to farm an audience. Now.
if you make a movie about World War II, there will be Nazis who agree with the Nazi cause. Does that mean you're creating new Nazis by talking about World War II?
Are you interviewing Hitler?
No, but is
Okay.
EDP Hitler?
Might as well be.
God, dude.
Yeah, I don't think
The train of thought that you're having right now is so stupid.
I don't.
What
know.
does that have to do? What does that have to do with
my
EDP?
God,
what does that have to do with EDP at all?
Oh my god!
If you make
You're
content,
asking,
if you make
think
content
about what
about
think about what
something
you
and
just
the
said.
worst
No,
audience,
think about what you just said to me.
You're saying
You
you're
compared
saying
the situation. No, listen to me. You compared the situation in World War II. Using your train of thought, your analogy, I put back another train of thought to show you it's not the same. And then you pushed it back on me, the line of thinking that you created, and try to make it like it was like, oh, I'm being stupid.
I wasn't saying you're being
You
stupid, but
compare no, but you get what I'm saying. You made it about World War II. All I'm saying is you're not interviewing the fucking bad guy. The bad guy is not getting a platform.
I was just saying more along the lines of if you make a piece of content, no matter what the topic is, the worst audience or the worst type of person will then take whatever message they want from that to embolden their own views. So, like, if you made content about World War II, and even if you make the Nazis the bad guys as they were, you're still emboldening Nazis who will use your media to embolden their views or whatever. You know what I
I
mean?
don't agree with you.
I get that they're literally like this specific video is
But
having
that's
the
the
direct
point we're making.
I don't
involvement.
agree with you.
The point we're making is that this shouldn't have been made. That's the
Yeah.
point we're making. We're not saying, oh, what the fuck are you talking about?
I know, but
I was just saying
getting
why.
mad.
Like I was
I'm
just
getting mad at
saying.
you now. The fuck are you
I
talking
was
about?
just
We're
saying
talking
why
about
make
how
anything about a negative subject if that because you were saying
I
that
disagree with your premise. Like, it's so wrong.
Abner's premise was
Because
that
the
that
fact that he
pedophiles
is
were going
involved
to be
is the
emboldened
big
by
problem.
this video.
Yeah,
anyway.
also the fucking Nazi analogy is bad because that's literally world history. That's gonna be talked about. We didn't have
Did
to talk about a child
I was
predator.
just saying I was referencing World War II. You can replace it with any other topic that
But you
involves
can-
a bad subject. You know what I mean? Like
Did they? Here's my thing. Let me ask you some open-ended questions. They're not leading questions. I don't have the answers to them, but they will get me the information I want to try and convey my point to you. Did they interview any like police department, police officers, anything like that? Any experts in like sex crimes, anything like that?
They did interview some type of lawyer, psychologists.
So no,
No, they interviewed
Yeah,
a lawyer. They interviewed a
a
lawyer.
lawyer is not a police officer.
Yeah, but it would
A lawyer is someone who defends or prosecutes a crime. They don't investigate a crime. Or, you get what I'm saying?
I think that's why they got Chris Hansen. I guess.
Yes, but he is also, like I said, not a police officer.
Yeah, they didn't interview anybody that was an expert in like these type of crimes as a law enforcement
Second
officer.
question. You're talking about these girls who were like affected, they were involved, and they were like whatever. Did they interview them?
Yes. Well,
Okay.
they interviewed
Only one.
they
Only the
interviewed
one.
one specifically, but she was also 18. So
But
I
back
consented
to
just
with
the
feel
the
point
like
following of the
there is a way
documentary.
to frame it where you're not platforming him. Like, you can tell the story. Like, again, this is the difference between, like, say, a Netflix true crime and, like, something like this. Like, I'm not saying a Netflix true crime is like, oh, this is not exploiting anything. It can be a little, it is exploiting
I think
a little
the
bit,
biggest,
but there's a line. There's a blurred
biggest-
line. There's a gray area.
I think I know what you're saying. It's the fact that he got to defend his views and talk about why he was doing something, and he's openly talking about how like the age of consent thing. Like he's openly talking about how like why is that the age of consent? You know what I'm talking about? Like
Yeah.
with the Nazi documentary and what you were talking about, Jimmy, that's just world history. That's just gonna be taught
I mean,
no matter what.
you could keep saying it's about world history, but I was more saying about the concept or the idea
They
of
aren't-
any type of
They aren't
media that you would
interviewing
make
Nazis
something.
in the World
Yeah, they're
War
not
II documentary.
Okay, but
Yeah, they're
it's
not
I was
interviewing-
just trying to say this is something that is bad that a person can misinterpret what your original meaning of the piece of content could be to just bolster whatever
If they're
views they have.
misinterpreting it, it's probably not conveyed in a way. It's probably
Yeah.
not executed well.
I think
Yeah,
it makes
it's
I
like-
think the documentary makes a big point that this guy is a loser and that he's not well.
Yeah,
but then why
there's
give
a
him the
better way to do
platform?
it.
You could have just talked to
Yeah.
the victims. You could have just talked to the police. You could have talked to anybody else but him. But they made him the main focal point of the whole documentary, where he's defending his views. He's talking about why he did what he did, and there's gonna be people who are gonna agree with him. That's what I'm saying. Now, what you're saying is, go ahead.
Sorry, ethically, I feel like it's almost like it's a few degrees away from these guys who had this idea, like, we're gonna entrap him to
Yeah.
get the pedophile off the streets. Like, okay, the end result, they're in their mind. The end result is good, but like the process there is all wrong, and you're actually like making things worse by doing it. So it doesn't really matter. The end does not justify the means.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. It's like when you like look at all these, they're called lolcows, like on the internet, like these
Yeah.
funny characters. There's like a rule with that. It's don't touch the poo. So don't try and get yourself involved in the people to fuck with them. It's like you should be a passive observer if they're doing weird and wacky shit. To just be an observer and not try and actively be involved. So I get what you're saying. It's just I don't know. It's fine. I think that's a very fair criticism. I just start thinking about like other things involved, like like any true crime shit, like reading memoirs. Like if I read a memoir of a serial killer and I talked about it for the podcast, does that mean like I understand it's literally not what the documentary did and interviewed them directly, but is that like
I would
along
never,
the same lines, or is it just like where do we?
Yeah, I would say yes.
Yeah, if you're talking about a serial killer on the podcast and you're saying, "Oh, this," like if you're conveying their thoughts and their reasoning behind what they did, there's gonna be people who agree with it and will like act on it. That's what the issue I have with this fucking documentary is, that they gave someone a voice. Like when you do that, when you read a memoir on your podcast, you're giving that person a voice when they shouldn't have it.
Sure.
There's a gray area. I mean, I agree with you. The Netflix true crime stuff does feel a little especially depending on the one. Like some are a little bit more like better quality than others. But like some of them do feel exploitative. But like it's a gray area. I mean, it's entertaining. People get entertainment out of it. Sure, you can say, well, people are learning about certain issues or like, what not to do in situations. It's like, okay, yeah, all that stuff's good. The bad doesn't take away from the good, but the good also doesn't take away from the bad. I can watch the Netflix stuff and still like identify that like, okay, ethically this is a little, but as long as you keep that in mind when you're watching it, okay, like I get it. Like you can watch it and like know what you're watching. It's like, I don't know. That's all I'm saying. It's just to have that in your mind. Like the person delivering you this information or the story doesn't necessarily have like the purest of intentions.
Like there's like it's like we kind of talked about this a little bit in a different way, like when it comes to like Mr. Beast. Like Mr. Beast when he was doing like the like for an example, when he was doing like like we built like 100 wells in Africa, or we cured people's blindness. And one of the you were basically kind of saying the same thing.
I'm very anti Mr. Beast.
This guy was making a video to make himself seem like he's such a good guy, basically paying for poor people to have something that they couldn't have normally had without me making a video and then shoving a camera in their face to record their first reactions to them being able to see and making me seem like I'm a really good figure and such a nice guy for doing it. But I'm doing it. I wouldn't have done it if I didn't. If I wouldn't have done it if I couldn't make the video.
Right. It doesn't mean like giving poor people water is bad. It's just like
it's just the intention behind it.
Yeah, it doesn't make him like this. Oh my God, let's all worship Mr. Beast. He's such a great guy.
I agree with you on the Mr. Beast part, because I do feel like he just does it for content. He wouldn't do it if it didn't benefit him in any way, and that's like the worst type of person to like. I don't know.
I agree with you.
Care. Like it's just a mean to an end for them.
Wow. Who would have thought? Who would have thought we would have had so much to talk about?